Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So today's topic is sidq, truth or trustworthiness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu attaqullah wa kunu ma'as sadiqeen. And be from the truthful ones. And many other ayat, وَالصَّادِقِينَ وَالصَّادِقَاتُ فَلَوْ صَدَقُوا اللَّهَ لَكَانَ خَيْرًا لَهُمْ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is encouraging sidq. Let's look at the narration first, and then we'll look at what some scholars say about sidq. Hassan ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhuma narrates that he heard or he memorized this from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this narration is very crucial, and it's one of the fundamentals of our deen. Imam Nawawi rahmatullahi alayhi in his Arba'een, in his 40 Hadith, one of them, the 40 Hadith that he compiled out of all the Hadith, this is one of them. He says that دَعْ مَا يُرِيبُكَ إِلَى مَا لَا يُرِيبُكَ. This is the first part. That leave that which puts you in doubt for that which does not cause you any doubt or doesn't put you in any doubt. That's the first part. And the second part is فَإِنَّ الصِّدْقَ تُمَأْنِينَةٌ وَإِنَّ الْكَذِبَ رِيبَةٌ. That verily, truth, it causes tranquility, it is, causes peace, gives a person peace, and lying or lies cause doubt. Once again, إِنَّ الصِّدْقَ تُمَأْنِينَةٌ, that truth causes tranquility, brings peace of mind, and lying or lies causes doubt. A very simple example of this is if we have a dealing with someone, right? And they're a trustworthy person, we can, trust them without even thinking, and you have peace of mind when you're dealing with that person. But if the person lies to you once, what happens after that? There's always some sort of doubt. There's always some sort of, worry. What if the person is lying again? What if there's some kind of, something going on behind the scenes? And then that peace of mind is gone, right? This is just one example from this narration. Of course, when we look at sidq, the truth, the most obvious meaning is narrating or telling something that is happening or happened, and lying would be the opposite of that, right? Very obvious meaning. But another meaning that scholars give is that sidq is istiwa al-zahir wal-batin. That the inner self and the outer self are the same. They are equivalent. They are matching. And when we look at this meaning, it gives a whole different perspective. That sometimes what happens is a person on the outer side, they have you can say a second face, or they have something that they're showing which they're not inside. Right? And an example of this is a hypocrite, where they claim something, but on the inside is something else. So this is a different level of being truthful and being and having sidq. And it's very scary when we come to if we end up in that situation where the inside and the outside are different, because this is very far from taqwa. This is very far from what we are supposed to be as believers. And especially with our culture, we have this thing of reputation where we want to be something we're not, show something that we're not. It is very important that we take account of ourselves. We reckon with ourselves and check. Like, am I, and this is especially for me, and as I am the one speaking in most cases, I have to check myself that am I saying something that I'm not doing, or I don't have in me? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will question. And it's clear in the narrations that the scholars and those who led the people, they will be questioned. But even on an individual level, this is the case. Where we are, if we're preaching or we're telling someone to do something that's not within ourselves, how can we preach it? Right? A simple example is we, for example, tell our children, "Oh, you spend too much time on the screen." But when we're telling our child that, we're on our phone ourselves. Right? So, and it just reminds me of this one, there's this nasheed, or this naat, this one, I think his name is Najm Shiraz or something. He sings this one beautiful naat, and he says, "Jab andar bahir na ek ho, to banda kaisa nek ho, to insan kaise nek ho. Jab andar bahir na ek ho, to insan kaisa nek ho." Meaning that if the inside and the outside are not the same or are not one, then how can a person actually be truly pious? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from the sadiqeen and from the siddiqeen. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala free our hearts from any form of hypocrisy and nifaq. Ameen. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام وتباركت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم أجرنا من النار اللهم أجرنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الآخرة اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة ونعوذ بك من سخطك وغضبك والنار اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا وكره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان واجعلنا من الراشدين اللهم إنا نسألك من خير ما سألك منه نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ونعوذ بك من شر ما استعاذ منه نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وأنت المستعان وعليك البلاغ ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله